What's going on, all you beautiful fuckers, and welcome back. Guys, do you think that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will be the worst superhero game ever? Or maybe if not the worst, do you think Suicide Squad is going to be one of the worst superhero video games of all time? There's so much controversy with this game. There's a controversy with using Kevin Conroy in this game and using him in a disrespectful way. There's the controversy of this being a looter shooter. There's the controversy of this being a live service game. And then there's the controversy of us killing fan favorite characters, the Justice League. Do you guys like this? Do you guys like how all of this is just in one game? Do you guys think with all of this stuff I just said, do you think all of that makes this game one of the worst superhero games out there? Let me tell you guys what I think. Do I think Suicide Squad's gonna be one of the worst superhero games ever? Absolutely not. There's still Avengers and Gotham Knights, for Christ's sake. And with all of the people talking about their problems with this game, the controversy with Kevin Conroy, the controversy with us killing the Justice League, this game being a looter shooter, a live service game, what is it? Some stuff about wokeness or something? To those people, I'd say, listen, I know exactly how you're feeling. I completely understand why you're upset with the problems in this game, and I do share some of those small opinions with you that you have about the problems, but for the most part, I do not completely 100% agree with you. A perfect example is people complaining about this game being a live service. By the looks of it, most people have a problem with this game being live service, and I have a small problem with this game being live service too. I actually probably would have preferred this game to be just another single-player, story-based game, just like the old Arkham games and just like the Spider-Man games. So it does kind of suck that this game is going to be live service, and I am a little bit upset about that, but I'm also kind of happy. I'm very happy to see that we'll eventually get to be playing as Deathstroke in the DLC for this game. This game is going to be adding more members a part of the Suicide Squad, and fucking Deathstroke, of all people, is going to be one of the DLC characters. It doesn't look like it's confirmed yet. There have been leaks here and there, but guys, let's not be dumb. Let's use our brains for a second. Deathstroke is obviously going to be DLC for this game, even if it was leaked or not. I never did get to play as Deathstroke in Arkham Origins, so I can't wait to finally get my hands on this beautiful one-eyed motherfucker in Suicide Squad for the DLC. This game being live service, honestly guys, I feel 50-50 about it. I'm happy with it and I'm not happy with it. Then there's another huge problem that a lot of people are having with this game, us killing these fan favorite characters, the Justice League. It sounds like most people are honestly getting extremely livid with the fact that we possibly do end up killing the real Justice League in this game. I don't really want to talk much about this topic on whether or not if the Justice League survives or not, because I do know that there are spoilers out there about this game's big important story moments, and I'm trying my best to keep this entire video spoiler free. It's like I said though, us actually killing the real Justice League in this game, it sounds like most people are having a huge issue with that. I just remembered another huge problem that a lot of people are having with this game. A big issue that a lot of people are having with this game is that this is a Suicide Squad game in the Arkhamverse that is being made 9 fucking years after Arkham Knight. That's one aspect of what they're mad about. They waited 9 years for Suicide Squad, a live service game, and all. Yeah, people are upset that we waited this long for this product. They would have probably been okay if we waited this long for something fans probably would have wanted more, like an actual big, huge AAA Superman game, a part of the Arkhamverse. But we all waited 9 years for this game instead of what we could have gotten, and people are so upset that they got this instead of a Superman game, a Justice League game, all of these other options that Rocksteady could have made instead. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, a Suicide Squad game? I mean, that's fucking sick. I love the Suicide Squad. I love it that they're getting a video game. I would love that all of these characters that I love, Superman, Justice League, Flash, Green Lantern, all of these people, I would love it that these people got their own video games, and it would be even cooler if they possibly connected it to the Arkhamverse. I mean, I'm glad we're getting a Suicide Squad game, and I'm sure a lot of other people are glad we're getting one too. I just think they're mad that we're getting a Suicide Squad game before fucking Superman. Not even just Superman. There's Superman as one option, and then I've been hearing a lot of people talking about how they want a Batman Beyond game. Both of those characters would have been so cool to see have their very own video game. Batman Beyond, and Superman, those guys would have been so cool to see. But instead of getting both of those guys, either of them, we're getting a Suicide Squad game first, and that's where a lot of people draw the line. They waited this long for a Suicide Squad game instead of Superman or Batman Beyond, which is what they were actually begging for from Rocksteady. I think another reason for why this game isn't in such a good spot right now is because it's in the Arkhamverse. So many people people love the Arkhamverse. They love how popular they were. They love how successful they were. They love that they got to play as the badass, amazing Batman for 4 games in a row. People love Rocksteady for giving us those games, and people were hoping that Rocksteady would give us another absolute phenomenal banger for their next game that we waited this long for. The fact that this game is in the Arkhamverse is making a lot of people feel a lot of different ways. A lot of people are happy that it's connected to the canon Arkhamverse, and then a lot of people are sad and mad that this game is connected to the Arkhamverse. A lot of fans are mad because they don't want to kill these fan favorite characters in this universe that they consider the main canon Arkhamverse. If this game was its own thing and not a part of the Arkhamverse, just like how Gotham Knights was, I'm sure a lot of people would feel much more comfortable with possibly killing the real Justice League. But the fact that it's in the Arkhamverse, the universe which they consider canon for gaming, the fact that we're potentially killing these fan favorite characters, that's a no-go for a lot of people, and I completely understand that, I'm not gonna lie. Even with all of these different problems that these people are having with this game, do all of these problems still stack up to make this game the worst superhero game ever? Be honest, guys, do you really think that Suicide Squad is going to be worse than, Marvel's Avengers? Worse than Gotham Knights? I personally consider both of those games 6 out of 10s, but I know a lot of other people hate them way more than I do. And the fact that we already have all of these different problems with this game for Suicide Squad, people are worried that this game is probably going to end up being just as bad, if not worse, than probably the worst superhero game, which a lot of people consider it to be Avengers. I'm hearing a lot of people call Suicide Squad the Avengers 2.0 because it's a live service game by DC and it looks like it's possibly going to fail, just like how Avengers did. If you guys have seen my videos, you would know that I'm very excited for this game, and I cannot wait to finally get my hands on this game on January 30th. I'm still excited as absolute hell to play this game, but I'm going to be completely honest when I say it doesn't look good for Suicide Squad, guys. I do not think that Suicide Squad is going to be that successful. Honestly, it might barely be successful. It might just underperform just a little bit. Maybe it underperforms colossally, just like how Avengers did. Maybe it loses a lot of money. Maybe they cancel their plans for all these post-launch seasons they have. I don't know, guys. It just doesn't look like Suicide Squad is in that good of a position to become a phenomenal banger like how the old Arkham games were. I completely forgot to mention this until now. Those phenomenal bangers back in the day, those 4 Arkham games, or the 3 Arkham games from Rocksteady, those phenomenal bangers were mostly completely different people from the Rocksteady we have now. Guys, Sefton Hill left. A bunch of the older Rocksteady employees left because of this game. Guys, there's a reason for why Sefton Hill and a bunch of the older Rocksteady employees from the old Arkham games, there's a reason for why those people left. There were so many creative differences about this game being made behind the scenes. They knew that this game was going to be dead on arrival, and they did not want to be responsible for a game that they did not want to make, that included aspects of live service, the Suicide Squad, all this stuff that they thought would make this game dead on arrival. And by the looks of it, this game is possibly shaping up to already be dead on arrival. Recently, we've been getting a bunch of leaks and a bunch of spoilers too, and by the sounds of it, most of the talk of Suicide Squad this month has just been chaotic. So many people have been hating on Suicide Squad for the month of December 2023 because of all the things they learned about this game. Some of those things are true, some of those things are not, but still, most of the things that have been said are still negative, and it doesn't look like it's as negative as, as it was before, but it still looks like it's negative, and this is all happening, just 2 months, a month and a half before the game comes out? This is all so chaotic. If it's already this dicey before the game's even out, imagine how dicey it's going to get when the game just releases. Do you guys think it's going to blow up with hatred? I'm going to be excited as fuck for the release date of Suicide Squad, but a bunch of other people, I'm sure they probably can't wait at all to just not spend their money, or maybe spend their money and just get through the story that they probably won't enjoy and all that, and the gameplay they won't enjoy. People were hoping that Rocksteady's next game would be a really amazing superhero game, and they were hoping that even Suicide Squad would be an amazing superhero game as soon as they learned about it. But as soon as they play the game for the very first time, a lot of people might say that this game is not a good superhero game. It might as well be one of the very worst superhero games out there. I don't know, guys. Regardless of what other people think about the game as soon as it comes out, I'm just hoping that I find the game to be a very enjoyable experience. It may not be as good as the original Arkham games. I'm just hoping that it's at least an 8 out of 10. I'm hoping that it's at least a great game. I'm hoping to really enjoy the game. I had a lot of fun with the alpha, and I'm hoping to have even more fun when the actual actual game comes out so I can dive deeper in with these characters that I love and dive deeper into the story, which could possibly end up being great. People possibly calling this the worst superhero game ever, or at least one of the newer superhero games. It's one of the worst newer superhero games ever out there. I don't know, guys. You guys got to tell me if you agree with that statement or not in the comments down below. Comment down below what you think. Like the video if you enjoy, and subscribe for more Suicide Squad content. I'll see you next time, you beautiful bitches.